Welcome to KetoMealsAndRecipes.com. Starting in the second year, I want to post recipes that represent a well-balanced menu, one that can be used to create a varied selection of food that you can cook at home in order to sustain the keto lifestyle, and also recipes that everyone in your family and your friends will love as well, not just those of us on keto. Eating is an inclusive process, and all of my recipes are for sharing with everyone. Today, I will be making this delicious and very easy Feta Bruschetta stuffed chicken breast. The macronutrient ratio is 1.9 to 1 with 2.9 grams of total carbs, 0.7 grams of dietary fiber, resulting in 2.2 grams of net carbs. To make the stuffing, you will need about 1/2 cup or 92 grams of bruschetta. If you're not inclined to make it yourself or don't have time, you can buy the bruschetta at a good deli or grocery store. But as with everything, please make sure you read the ingredient list before purchasing, or you can make it yourself. Making homemade bruschetta is very easy, and I'll be posting a recipe for my DIY keto bruschetta very soon. Next, preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Also line a baking sheet with parchment paper. As you see, there are very few ingredients to make this stuffed chicken breast, and by the way, this entire meal can be made and served in less than 30 minutes. Now let's begin by combining the bruschetta and crumbled feta cheese. Add the salt and pepper and stir well, and then set the bowl aside. Next, I'm going to demonstrate how to easily cut a slit in your chicken breast to make a pocket. You do this by placing the breast on a cutting board with the thicker side facing you. Then put your hand over the breast and make a horizontal cut in the center, but leave a bit of the meat uncut at either end. This is important. It'll help keep the stuffing inside. On your cutting board, open the pocket of the chicken breast as much as possible. Then line the inside of the chicken breast with half of the baby spinach leaves over the entire surface. Next, spoon half of your bruschetta mixture into the center pocket along the slit, and drizzle about half of the bruschetta juices and oil on top. To close and secure the opening, I'm using toothpicks. Try to overlap the meat, but if you can't, such as on this thicker middle section, I place the toothpicks securely through the meat in a crisscross pattern. Now repeat the same process for the second breast. Then put them on a plate and set them aside for a moment. As always, preheat your skillet over high heat, and then add the oil. When the oil is sizzling, place the stuffed chicken breast on its side into the oil. Sear for about 2 minutes until you have a golden light crispy surface. Then flip the breast to the other side and sear the other side as well. Remember, you're not trying to pan fry the breasts. All you are doing is searing the surface. If your skillet is oven proof, transfer everything into the preheated oven. If not, transfer everything into an oven-proof casserole pan or pot, spoon in some of the oil on the bottom, and transfer the chicken breasts, and then pour the rest of the oil on top of the chicken breasts. Bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Your total baking time will depend on how thick each of your chicken breasts were. When done, take your chicken breasts out of the oven and let it rest for a few minutes. A suggestion I'd like to propose is that you serve your Feta Bruschetta stuffed chicken breasts with a side dish, such as with butter sautéed asparagus and a sprinkle of half cherry tomatoes. Not only will these tastes complement your chicken breast, but it also makes for a beautiful presentation. For the last bit of the presentation, I make a diagonal cut in the chicken breast. I then place the cut pieces at an angle to each other. I almost forgot to mention, make sure you remove all the toothpicks before serving. Enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Just one final request. Please turn on your notification bell. The link to the printable recipe is provided in the description below.